Hey, powerful preschoolers, I'm Teacher Tressa. Let's jump right in with our circle time song. Today, we're going to do a lot of things with toilet paper rolls. So let's use that as our circle, okay? Have you ever seen a circle, a circle, a circle? Have you ever seen a circle that rolls round and round, rolls this way and that way and this way and that way? Have you ever seen a circle that rolls round and round? All right, take your circle, look around, see if you can find at least one other circle. Ooh, my paints are circles. My coffee filters are circles. A pen is kind of a circle. Did you find other circles? Ooh, my earrings. Yeah, that's a lot of circles. All right, we are going to do a name song. So when it's your turn, say your name. I hope you're ready. I have a friend, her name is Teacher Tressa. I have a friend, their name is. I have a friend, their name is. I have a friend, their name is. Hello friends, how are you? Nice to meet you, so happy that you're here. All right, let's take a look at our message before we get started with our toilet paper rolls. I hope you have some at home. Remember that we're doing bug activities this week for Día Del Niño, right? We're celebrating children and we're making lots of bug crafts. Hello, itchy insects. Ooh. All right, raise your hand if you know what itchy means. Itchy. This is in our alphabet song, if you remember. Yeah, itchy means maybe you have a bug bite or something else, and it makes you want to itch, scratch, scratch, scratch. Itchy. And insects. Who knows what insect means? Yeah, insect is the science word for bugs, right? So insects are bugs, same thing. All right, hello, itchy. Insects. Hello. Itchy. Oof. Insects. Itchy. Insects. Itchy. Insects. All right. Itchy. Insects. Let's start with the letter I. Let's see what we can find here. How many I's do we have? Ooh, this is kind of hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3 little eyes, 4, 5, 6 little eyes. All right, so let's write our big I, like the name Ian or Isabella. Big line down, line across, line across. There's a line on the top and a line on the bottom. Big line down, line across the top, line across the bottom. Beautiful. Our little I, like itchy insect, little line down, dot on top. Un palito con un puntito, right? Little line down, dot on top. Beautiful. Today is Wednesday. 1, 2, 3. Today is Wednesday. Today is Wednesday. Today is Wednesday all day long. Today is Wednesday. Today is Wednesday. Today is Wednesday all day long. Cha cha cha. Wednesday. Question. Ding ding ding. Do you have a favorite insect? Love, Teacher Tressa. All right, let's get rid of that. It's hard to hold. Do you have a favorite insect? All right, so take some time in your brain to think about it. I have a lot of favorite insects. I have some of them on my body. I love ladybugs. We made those. Remember? I love bumblebees. We made those. I love dragonflies. I think those are probably my 3 favorite insects. So take a minute, think about your favorite insect or insects, if there's more than one, and tell somebody around you. My favorite insect is, or my favorite insects are. Perfect. All right, and then listen to them tell you about their favorite insects. Beautiful. All right. Oh, wait, I have another question. Do you have a least favorite insect? So an insect that you don't like very much? I don't like, they're not technically an insect, but spiders. Spiders are actually arachnids, which are kind of like cousins of insects. I don't like spiders. Do you have an insect or a bug that you don't like? Your least favorite? Or maybe ticks because they bite you. Or maybe mosquitoes because they suck your blood. Ugh, ugh, ugh. All right, we're going to start by reading this book about animals and pets that maybe we don't like very much. It's called Pets I Wouldn't Pick by Susan Alton Schmeltz. She's the author who wrote the words. Pictures by Ellen Appleby. So she's the illustrator. Pets I wouldn't pick. I'm going to get closer to you. Oof. Are these pets you would want or no? I have a cat. She's a pretty good pet. But some of these animals are not. Choosing pets? Here's free advice. Don't pick frogs and don't pick mice. Why not? I don't think you'd like a frog. Frogs don't sit like lumps on logs. Count on frogs to hip and hop, and they hardly ever stop. On the counter, on the bed, on the hat, on Grandma's head. Would your grandma like that? My grandma would not like that. Mice don't hop or jump or slink. They just nap beneath the sink or play games of hide and seek, scaring sister when they peek. So before you hear Mom shout, why not choose to leave mice out? But there are other pets you know. But to squirrels and pigs, say no and no. Squirrels are cute as they can be when they jump from tree to tree. But in the house, a squirrel's a pest, hiding nuts and building nests. What if Auntie comes to call and trips on acorns in the hall? Woof, poor Auntie. Do you think you'd like a pig? Round and pink and not too big? What about the piggy's pen? It won't fit in Daddy's den. Daddy does not look happy. And where will you go to scrub when pig's mud bath fills your tub? Do you want to take a mud bath with a pig? I'm not through. Now please take note. Owls and bats don't get my vote. Ooh, remember we talked about voting? Voting is when you say, yep, this is something I want. So she's saying, I'm not voting for them. I don't want owls and bats. True, an owl will talk to you, but his only word is hoo-hoo, and his feathers fill the air as he flies from lamp to chair. How much sleeping could you do, knowing that he's watching you? Friends of yours won't spend the night if your bats give them a fright. They won't like it when bats zoom out of closets in your room. Bats, I'm sure you will agree, just don't fit your family. Heed my word of warning, please. Don't take spiders. Ugh, I would never want a spider. Don't take fleas. Spiders don't know how to play. They just spin their webs all day. From the ceiling to the floor, on the mantle, out the door. As for fleas, I'm sure you know, they can put on quite a show. But when the circus stars a flea, he is hard for you to see. So your neighbor's dog, Lamar, might just walk off with your star. They're so tiny. 2 more pets that won't be missed. Goats and moles. Cross off your list. Goats are good at eating cans, but did you say you had plans to get bumped on your back end every single time you bend? You could wind up with your nose planted in a yellow rose. Oop, the goat butt her. Oh, she fell over. Worst of all about the moles is their love of digging holes. In the garden, in the yard, making running rather hard. They leave humps and lumpy hills, bringing Daddy gardening bills. They made a mess. Honestly, here's how I feel. Skip the beaver, skip the seal. Beavers are a busy bunch, working while you eat your lunch. Chomping tables, chewing chairs, nibbling railings on the stairs. Now what will the plumber think of those dams and all the sinks? Oh no. A lot of these animals are really messy. Your pet seal can make Mom wish she would lock up every dish. He will bounce them on his nose like the seals in juggling shows. Get the dustpan, get the broom. 2 more saucers just went boom! Please be careful, please beware. Not one elephant, not one bear. Elephants would be too hard for you to squeeze into your yard. If your bird bath was smashed flat, you'd know where your pet just sat. and his tummy is tough to fill. Could you pay the grocer's bill? Do you have enough food to feed an elephant? I hardly have enough food to feed Zita la gatita. Honey is a bear's delight. He can eat it noon or night. In the winter, in your bed, with Gramps' nightcap on his head. Your big sticky bear will snore. Then in spring, he'll eat some more. Other pets you should resist follow on a handy list. Alligators, crocodiles, you can't trust their sneaky smiles. Porcupines and buffalo, where you'd keep them, I don't know. Walruses and chimpanzees, wasps, a hive of honeybees, hippos, mother kangaroos, aardvarks, eels, and baby gnus. Whales, giraffes, koala bears, hedgehogs that roll down the stairs. Whew, I'm tired. So could you list pesky pets that I have missed? Because it's time for me to feed my new pet octopus, McSneed. Do you think an octopus is a good pet? I do not think so. They need a lot of water and a lot of room. I don't think it's a good idea, unless you live in the ocean. I think I'll stick with Zita. Okay, so we just got a lot of ideas of lots of different animals that maybe we don't want to be our pets. And now, today's project can be a lot of different things. The really cool things about toilet paper rolls is you can make them into a lot of different creatures. So, I'm gonna start by making a snake. I've never done this before. So, to make a snake out of a toilet paper roll, you kind of have to, you might need help with the cutting because this is, I think, going to be kind of tricky. This is the first time I've ever done this one, so I don't know if it'll work or not. It's kind of an experiment. So, you kind of need to go and make a spiral all the way around from the top to the bottom, okay? And you might need help with the scissors. I think this is going to be kind of tricky. You might need help from somebody bigger. So for your snake, which is not a bug. Maybe it's a worm. Ooh, it could be a wriggly worm. That's a bug. When I was little, I used to play with worms all the time. We would go fishing at the lake, and I wouldn't want to fish. I would just want to sit and play with the worms. And I'd be like, here's the mommy worm, and the baby worm, and the cousin worm, and the uncle worm. And my cousins and uncles would be like, well, there goes Tressa, playing with worms again. I do really like worms. All right, so that kind of worked. This could be a wiggly worm, or a snake if you want. All right, so once you have your snake, you can paint it or decorate it however you want. Maybe you want to make a little face on it. Ooh, I'm going to make this the tongue. Ooh, here we go. I have an idea. I'm going to paint the tongue pink. Paint the tongue pink. Ooh, little snake tongue. I'm going to draw on 2 little snake eyes. And snakes kind of have like little slit noses. All right. And then I'm going to make mine a stripy snake. It's going to be blue and green because those are my favorite colors. So I'm going to clean off my paintbrush because I don't want to mix my colors. I want them to all stay the colors that they are. You could do some green stripes on your snake. You could do polka dots on your snake. You could also use markers or crayons. You could glue things on. You could glue on different paper. You could glue on buttons or googly eyes. Really, whatever sorts of craft materials you have in the house that your family says is okay to use, that they don't need for something else, you could use to decorate one of your creatures. So I'm just making lots of green stripes on mine. And then when I get to the end on the tail here, oop, almost. I'm gonna clean it off again and go for my blue. Make some blue stripes. Oh yeah. This is going to be a cool snake. So I know a lot of people who are kind of scared of snakes, but here in Minnesota, none of our snakes are really snakes that want to bite you, and they're not poisonous. There are some parts of the world where lots of snakes are poisonous, and that makes them a little scarier. But really, kind of like with bees, if you leave the snakes alone, they really don't want to hurt you. So if you give them some space, usually you'll be safe. But give them lots of space. All right, that's my stripy, painty snake. Okay, we'll put that over here to dry. Now, okay, I think we should try and make an ant. So for an ant, again, you might need help with this because these can be kind of hard to cut. You're gonna make some circles, little circles out of your toilet paper roll. I'm gonna try and make this into 4. And it is kind of tough to cut. I would definitely get somebody bigger to help. If I had somebody bigger here, I would have them help me too. So look, I've got 4 little circles. Now you'll need some glue. You can just put a nice little dot and then pinch 2 together, okay? And another little dot and pinch 2 together. Make sure you give it a good hard pinch. If you need, if some of them are falling off and they need more time to dry, you can either set them down and let them dry flat, or you could get a clothespin or a paper clip to clip them together to hold them while the glue is drying. And then when the glue is dry, you can take it off and it'll be all stuck together and ready. All right, here we go. Ooh, this could be a caterpillar too. This could be a caterpillar or an ant. All right, so this one I'm gonna do the other way, right? So I have 3 in a row that way, and this one I'm gonna do the other direction because that's gonna be the head of my ant. So ants have these bodies where they have kind of like a top part and a middle part and a bottom part. Kind of like that. And again, you could color this with markers, crayons. You could glue different things on it. I'm gonna paint mine black because most of the ants here in Minnesota are black. So I have to clean off my paintbrush. Make sure you have a good space for painting so you don't get things painty that are not supposed to be. And you can paint your ant. Ooh, now you could paint the insides of the circles, you could paint the outsides of the circles, you could paint all of it. You could paint a little face on your ant if you want to. I'm going to do a kind of quick job because there are so many creatures we can make today. Okay, so here we go. I've got my ant body, my ant head, and I think one more thing that would make this kind of cool is putting some little like antenna on him, right? So I'm gonna take a pipe cleaner. If you don't have a pipe cleaner, you could use like a little piece of string. You could use, what do you call those? A paper clip. You could put a paper clip through and kind of bend that. So I'm gonna take this little half of a pipe cleaner. I'm not even gonna cut a hole. I'm just gonna make a little like notch, just a little tiny cut in my ant head. I'm gonna fold this in half for my little antennas. And I'm just gonna stick it in that little notch there. Because it's kind of hard to make holes unless you have a hole puncher. All right, well, look at that. There's my little ant. All right, so we've got a little ant over here. We've got a little snake over here. He's on this paper to dry so he doesn't get paper on the table. All right, now I think, okay, so you know I don't like spiders, but I saw a way to make a spider and it's actually really cool. So, to make a spider, you need to punch a bunch of little holes. How many legs do spiders have? 8. So I am gonna use a purple pipe cleaner. I'm gonna cut it in half. So if I have 1 and I cut it in half, it makes 2. If I take both of those and cut them in half, one of them makes 2 and the other one makes 2, so now we have 4. Is that enough? No. Let's try cutting all of them in half again. Cut, 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 cut. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 2, 3, 4, Now we take our our toilet paper roll, and again, this would be good if you had a hole puncher. I don't. I'm gonna use a pen, but I would have somebody help you with this part because this is kind of tricky. You have to kind of be really strong but really careful. You're gonna punch 4 little holes on one side. 1, 2, 3. Uh-oh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like I said, this is hard. If I had somebody bigger, I would ask for some help. And on the other side, you're gonna do the same thing. So flip it the whole way over and punch 1, a 2, a 3, and a 4. Woo! My muscles are tired. That was a workout. You're gonna take one of your legs and put it in the hole. And you can kind of just fold it over so it sticks out. And then do that for all of your legs. So 1, 2. 3, 4. Flip it to the other side. 5, 6, 7, 8. And like I said, if you don't have pipe cleaners, you could use some string, you could use a paper clip, you could glue on pieces of paper. And then, okay, so something else I know about spiders is that they have a lot of eyes. So I'm gonna give lots of dots here for their eyes. And because I'm scared of spiders, I'm gonna do something to make this one goofy and silly, so I'm not so scared of it. I'm gonna paint it bright green, because that will make it less scary and more fun. And you could paint this with whatever colors you want, or with crayons or markers or colored pencils. You could do lots of things with your spider. If you have googly eyes, I don't have any googly eyes, but if you do, it'd be really fun to put a lot of googly eyes in your spider to show that spiders have a lot of eyes. There's my spider. All right, so I have my spider. I have my ant. I have my worm snake. Ooh, this is fun to play with. I think we should do one more. I have one more idea, all right? So I have some coffee filters. And what you need to do with your coffee filters is just kind of crumple up the middle. See that middle part? You're gonna take that middle. You can kind of just poke your finger. And crumple, 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 okay? You're gonna take a little dot of glue there on your coffee filter and put it on your toilet paper roll. Do you think you know what kind of creature we're making? Take another coffee filter, use your finger, crumple, 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 crumple. Another little dot of glue, or tape. If you have tape, you could tape these on. Put it right there. What kind of bug is this? Yeah, it could be like a ladybug, or a ladybug, a dragonfly. You could make it a bumblebee. You could make it a butterfly, a fly. You can make lots of different insects with wings using the coffee filters as wings. So let's see. I think I want mine to be, a bumblebee, because I love bumblebees. So I'm going to clean off my paintbrush, get some yellow paint. But you already know we could use lots of things that are not paint. It's just that paint is what I have. So we're all just doing the best we can do with what we have. And that might be different things at different houses and different places. That's okay. I'm gonna clean this off. Go back to my black that I used for my ant and my spider eyes. Make some stripes. This is another kind of insect where if you wanted, you could use a pipe cleaner or some string or a paper clip to make a little antenna on top. There, we have a little bee with little bee wings. All right, so that's a whole bunch of different things that you can make with toilet paper rolls. There are so many bugs and critters that you can make with toilet paper rolls. Maybe you can be creative with what you have at home and think of a whole different one that I didn't even think about. All right, I do want to read one more book today because one of the things we made was an ant. Where'd my ant go? Boop, 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 boop. And we're going to read The Ants Go Marching. This is kind of a story and kind of a song. Let's take a look. The ants go marching one by one. So the pictures in this are by Richard Bernal. He's the illustrator. I'm going to sing. The ants go marching one by one, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching one by one, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching one by one. The little one stops to suck his thumb, and they all go marching down to the ground to get out of the rain. Boom, 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 boom. The ants go marching two by two, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching two by two, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching two by two. The little one stops to cry boo-hoo, and they all go marching down to the ground to get out of the rain. Boom, 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 boom. The ants go marching three by three, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching three by three, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching three by three. The little one stops to ride a bee, and they all go marching down to the ground to get out of the rain. Boom, 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 boom. The ants go marching four by four, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching four by four, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching four by four. The little one stops to ask for more, and they all go marching down to the ground to get out of the rain. Boom, 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 boom. The ants go marching five by five, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching five by five, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching five by five. The little one stops to jump and jive, and they all go marching down to the ground to get out of the rain. Boom, boom, boom. I hope you're singing with me. The ants go marching six by six, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching six by six, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching six by six. The little one stops to pick up sticks, and they all go marching down to the ground to get out of the rain. Boom, 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 boom. The ants go marching seven by seven, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching seven by seven, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching seven by seven. The little one stops to write with a pen. They all go marching down to the ground to get out of the rain. Boom, 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 boom. The ants go marching eight by eight, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching eight by eight, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching eight by eight. The little one stops to roller skate, and they all go marching down to the ground to get out of the rain. Boom, 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 boom. The ants go marching nine by nine, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching nine by nine, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching nine by nine. The little one stops to drink and dine, and they all go marching down to the ground to get out of the rain. Boom, 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 boom. The ants go marching 10 by 10, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching 10 by 10, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching 10 by 10. The little one stops to shout, the end. It's over. The end.